Good morning, my beloved family. Today, we'll see stage 4 of the stages of faith, the wall. The wall is a place where we take our solitary journey with God. Some call it the dark night of the soul, a time of feeling withered and alone, searching and not finding, or grieving and feeling a loss. Sometimes we feel so alone that we think God has left us. Sitting alone in dark ambiguity is the result. Those oppressive feelings and experiences are initially very much part of the wall. Please note, going through the wall is not similar to trials. Trials are short term challenges like appearing for the exam, big upcoming interview, not feeling well, and so on. The wall suffering are long time challenges where we are not sure if we'll ever surpass them. Our wrestling with the wall plays a vital role in the process of our spiritual healing. The wall represents the place where another level of transformation occurs and a renewed life of faith begins for those who feel called and have the courage to move into it. The wall represents our will meeting God's will face to face. Now we need to decide whether we are willing to surrender and let God direct our lives. Once we enter this part of stage 4, either through crisis, spiritual boredom, or a deep longing, we can easily become confused. Although we deeply desire to give our will over to God, and even we believe we are doing so, but in truth, we are trying to deal with the wall in the same way we have gotten through with our life. That is, on our strength and on our own will and gifts. We try everything we can to scale it, circumvent it, burrow under it, leap over it, or simply ignore it. But the wall remains. Now, what exactly is the wall experience? And does everyone go through it? It is, of course, difficult to explain the wall precisely since God is eminently personalized in stage 4 to each individual. There is a deep sense of God at work in us, in the wall experience, and at the same time, we are at loss to describe it. We enter the wall with fear and then slowly become less afraid as God starts to lead. We are drawn towards surrendering to God, knowing it will not be easy, but it will be worthwhile. Our experience of God at the wall takes on different nuances based on our personal needs for healing and renewal. Thus, the wall differs for everyone. Fundamentally, it has to do with slowly breaking through the barriers we have built between our will and the newer awareness of God's will in our lives. We have spent our own energy, we have come to an end of our ropes, and now we need to let God be God and let God direct our lives. Experiencing the wall is both frightening and unpredictable. For some, it requires a lengthy time. We have to take the thick wall apart piece by piece. Some move through it rather quickly. Others will encounter the wall repeatedly at different levels and at different times. Not everyone goes through the wall. Some stop or get stuck at earlier stages in the journey and never get to the wall. Others decide at the wall to return to an earlier stage. Still others get stuck in front of the wall, not wanting to submit to God. For those of us who are going through these long-standing problems, can you correlate them with the wall? How are you dealing with your wall situation? Are you fighting to cross the wall or allowing God's will to take over your will and allow the healing? Think about it and stay tuned as the next time I will share with you my wall story and how people use different type of resistance to avoid the wall rather than experience it. Have a blessed day.